I'm just leaving for Malta for European Championship in bench press, and we're at the airport and I'm waiting for my client because I'm the coach. I cannot go without her, and everything is blocked because Ironman is happening in Belgrade and we didn't know that, so she has hard time arriving to the airport, and hopefully she will make it and we will be in Malta in 2 hours. We arrived totally exhausted, and our first destination were Marsaxlok, if I pronounced it right. It's a small village that is not so touristy, but has its own charm and it's really cute. One cheesy, one capricciosa, and
Two Coke Zero.
yeah, that's it.
All right.
Naturally, we were starving, so the first thing to do was to eat something, and it was a really random pizza that was surprisingly cheap, and we survived that. After eating, Christina went back to the apartment to rest, and I decided to explore some more because I had a lot of energy left. I found a place online called St. Peter's Pool, and it looked incredible in the Google photos. It was about 35 minutes walk, and although you can get there by boat, all the boats were done for the day. So naturally I decided to walk, which was not the best idea ever. From the distance, the place looked amazing. But as I got closer, I realized how crowded it was. I don't have to say anything, you can see how crowded it was. Do I recommend visiting this place? Well, yeah, if you're coming in December when I release this video. But in September, October, definitely not. Surprisingly, I was not disappointed. I still wanted to explore some more and see everything I can in a day. And let me tell you, even though this place is really small, I think it's one of the most charming places I've seen on Malta. Not gonna lie, I have major fear of missing out, so as soon as Christina woke up, I made her go out with me again for ice cream, a little walk, and some quick shopping for breakfast before we leave the apartment the next morning. And we had a lovely time. This place is very charming, as I said, even with my dirty camera. We stayed up late, talking about life and just watching people passing by. And that is the reason we looked like this in the morning, and we went to a wrong hotel. You will hear this story in a minute, I promise, but we made it. We made to the right hotel, and we took our accreditations for the competition, and here we are. So we ended up walking around because Christina got super energized because she is so happy because we got our accreditations. So we were trying to arrive here for like 3 hours, and it was such a long and exhausting trip, but finally we are here. It's 3 p.m. and our room should be issued, like it should have been issued 10 minutes ago, and it's not, so we got some drinking vouchers, so we'll just spend some more time here. This day was already 30 hours long, even though it was only like 3 p.m. and you can see how happy we are when we got in. And I'm not sure why I filmed the room, probably because I was so happy to see the bed, but the view from our room was amazing. So I just stopped being mad and everything got better after this. So yeah, we are finally in our room, and basically today was a really tough day for us because we are staying at a Hilton hotel. So when we were leaving our first apartment, we just put Hilton in Google Maps and went to Valletta Hilton, and they told us we are not staying in that hotel but in a DoubleTree by Hilton, which is completely different hotel in a different part of Malta. So we had around 45 minutes with a bus more, and here we are. We made it. We are finally here. I think that we're about to go somewhere to eat. if you see some filter on my face, that's because I had a breakout on my face, because last week I was in Warsaw for Drift Masters, and as you all know, when you go to that kind of event, there is so much dust and everything. My skin doesn't handle those situations very well, so I usually have breakouts, so I had it. And now my face is healing, my skin is much better. I don't have anything new on my face, but I have a lot of scars. I will put this part without filter, but maybe you will see me in like direct light with some filter on. And don't judge, because I don't feel confident with my skin right now. After getting some rest, we went to watch the first day of the competition because a few athletes from Serbia representing our team were competing and we wanted to support them. And we decided to separate for the evening because both of us were so exhausted and needed some alone time. We went out to buy some things and to take a little walk. As you can see, it got a little bit chilly outside, even if I didn't expect that to happen, because today was over 30 degrees Celsius. And I'm not sure if the water is for drinking, so I went out to buy some water. And the prices are really, really affordable here. I didn't expect that because I asked ChatGPT about the prices, and it actually scared me that it's really pricey, which is not. Like, prices are pretty much similar to Belgrade. The only thing I noticed was more expensive compared to the other European countries that I visited was branded ice cream. And it's probably because Malta is an island, so they don't really produce ice cream locally and have to import it somehow, most likely by boat. And because of that, ice cream, especially like from big brands, is much more expensive. One really great thing was that I could still get my training done in a warm-up room in the evening when no one else was warming up for the competition. Deadlifts were not allowed, probably because of the noise, since we're not the only guests staying in the hotel, so I ended up doing a bench press session instead. I can't really squat without my knee sleeves and I didn't bring them with me, so bench was the only lift I trained. Even though it was only the bench press, I was happy not to skip at least one exercise for the whole week. After the bench press session, I had some editing to do, and once I finished, I went to bed early so I could wake up feeling good and rested. And apparently I did, and this is my girl dinner breakfast edition. Don't judge what I'm eating. I honestly love hotel breakfasts, especially the really basic ones, so I just had a slice of bread with some jelly. After that, I took some time to go to the beach, read a book, and even swim a little. And I was hoping I'd be able to swim there every day, but unfortunately that didn't really happen. But one tiny swimming session was enough for me to feel happy again. Now my hair is salty and my soul is healed, so I can go back to be a powerlifting coach. And these are my abs captured just minutes before I completely lost control and ate everything. I have never tried takis, and this is the first time, and Christina told me that the pot will be hot enough.
Light work, no reaction.
I'm so sorry, maybe it will hit me later, but for now, nothing. Unfortunately, nothing. Thank you very much. That's it. I just bought this protein yogurt because the whole day we are eating like things like this, like this, so I thought maybe the good idea is to eat something healthy, and I just don't have any spoon, or I'm eating with this, which is for like coffee. You can definitely tell from our energy that the competition is tomorrow. We were getting nervous and a little bit crazy, so we split up again because I had some client check-ins to do and a bit more editing to finish. I went to the beach to get that work done, and for the rest of the trip I kept coming back to the same spot. I honestly really enjoyed being there. I don't know why, but it just felt so peaceful and so mine, if it makes sense. And here it is, the day we came here for. This is the event that brought us to Malta, competition day. This is our champion breakfast. Christina actually had 2 breakfasts. Was it a good idea? Well, I won't spoil that for you, just keep watching. Christina is behind me waiting for a weigh-in. We're already waiting for 30 minutes and she is so nervous and I am so nervous. But once we're done with this, we're like starting to warm up and everything will be more fluidly. So we won't have that much time to think, we will just do things. So I will keep you updated. Christina has 77.7 kilos and she said it's the lucky number, so we hope for that. Now we're going to do a hairstyle, to put her singlet on and to take some rest before the competition. At this point, the nerves really kicked in. We were completely focused and filming was the last thing on my mind after these moments. What you're seeing right now is Christina's second attempt at 95 kilos. Her opening lift was 90 kilos, which honestly didn't feel great. 95 was clearly her strongest lift that day, and after that we were deciding whether to go for 97.5 or jump straight to the 100. She really wanted to try 100 kilos. That was the goal we came here for. So we went for it, but it just wasn't her day. The funny part is that the athlete who ended up winning the bronze medal also lifted 95 kilos, but she was about 700 grams lighter than Christina, so we couldn't help but wonder whether Christina would have taken the medal if she hadn't had 2 breakfasts and quite a lot of sweets the day before the competition. In the end, it doesn't really matter. We were a bit sad and emotional because that didn't happen, but we went out to celebrate anyways because, hey, we were on European Championship as an athlete and a coach, and that's a pretty big deal if you ask me. Even though this was a rough and emotionally exhausting day for both of us, I didn't skip my training session, and I'm so proud of myself for that. In the morning, we had to check out of the hotel, but luckily our accreditations were still valid. That meant we could still walk around the hotel and use all the areas available to competitors. 2 of our friends were still checked in, so we left our luggage there, which was a huge relief. After that, we went out for another walk to talk about competition, about life, and just reconnect a bit. Our mood slowly lifted and we actually ended up having a really nice day, and I was honestly afraid that everything would feel heavy and go downhill after the competition, especially since Christina felt like it didn't go the way she wanted. And this is just a random guy that is raising funds for animals in shelters. So I hope that's true because we gave him our money.
Singforanimals.com. Okay. You can read everything about Sing for Animals. It's a crazy project. It came from the ground, and I'm very thankful for this.
Yeah. Good luck with that. After that, we went back to watch the competition. Christina had bought a box of donuts earlier, this box you see right now, and we'd been carrying it around for days trying to finish it, and this was the moment we finally did. I'm calling it now, this bench press form is going to be everywhere in 2026. This is just a gut feeling, and I'll be happy if I'm wrong, to be honest. It kind of felt those fireworks are for me because I finished my 3rd and final training session of the trip, and I'm not showing any footage from my training because even I got sick of bench press at this point. And it's time for vacation. We have 2 days left and we decided to spend this day in Valletta. Not gonna lie, Malta actually made me a bit weird when I first arrived, in a good way. You know how in Italy or France you instantly recognize the vibe because you've seen it in the movies? With Malta, I didn't have that at all. It's just really unique mix of Arab, British, and even bit of Sicilian influence. And at first, it was hard to put your fingers on it, but that's exactly what I loved. And the people were genuinely so nice there. We are leaving tomorrow, so we decided to come today to see Valletta because we didn't have a chance to see it. And so far, it's very beautiful and very different from everything we've seen here. It's to be honest, it's such a refreshment compared to the place where we are staying, which is St. Paul's Bay. We don't have any plan for today. We're just gonna wander around. I know some people are here for my weird observation, and one about Malta is that they have the ugliest pigeons. Don't get me wrong, I love pigeons. They're one of my favorite birds, but those on Malta are kind of weird. Also, they have great architecture. I love that. But this statue with this guy, I don't even know who he is, but they put him 2 pillows and he looks insanely cozy. Jealous. If you'd like to hear more of my weird observations, you can subscribe now and support me through liking and commenting this video. Oh yeah, this is Saluting Battery. They fire cannons every day, twice a day, as a tradition that goes back centuries, originally to salute ships entering the Grand Harbor. If you think that's something you'd enjoy, you should definitely check it out. Just come a bit earlier because it was really crowded when we arrived right on time. You can also buy tickets to watch it from up close. But honestly, what impressed me more is the view of the city over the sea. The fire cannons themselves, not so much. And what's a girls' trip without small unnecessary treats? Christina and I actually don't like the same food. I'm more into exploring different tastes and cultures, while Christina is all about safe foods. So we usually had to find something that worked for both of us. But I have to say, I'm really looking forward to visiting Malta again just to properly experience their cuisine. This is my last evening on my beloved beach that I'm gonna miss so much. I don't even know why, but I just loved working there. I have to share with you my favorite thing here, and that's this small package of granola or whatever you want to eat. Like, you can buy just one portion and it's not super affordable, but it's just a great option. I don't really know why I had to share that with you, but I've never seen one portion of cereals or granola in a package, and I thought it's really good idea for like traveling and stuff. So it's the last day of our trip and we had to check out from our apartment at 10 a.m. And as you can see, the weather is not serving us, but we have to stay somewhere until 6 p.m. when it's time to go to the airport. So we decided to stay in this cafe that had great ice cream and coffee, but you can clearly see in the time lapse that the weather started getting bad really fast, which we definitely didn't expect. We were just expecting some light rain and thought we'd be able to walk back to the hotel where we left our stuff, since luckily we still had accreditations and could leave our things there. But at one point it started raining so hard that we had to hold on to the sunshade so it wouldn't get blown away. It was a complete disaster and we had no idea how we were supposed to get back to the hotel. I think Malta is telling us that our trip is over and that we should go home, and we'll do that as soon as the rain stops because this is insane. It is what it is. We had to buy some raincoats because we were running late for our flight and we needed to get to the airport on time. So we decided to run back to the hotel, which wasn't really nearby. It was about 2 kilometers away. We were completely soaked, our feet are wet, and it was just worst experience, maybe not of our lives, but definitely of this trip. But hey, it's good for the story, I guess. This is how we are leaving Malta. Buses are too slow right now, so we changed for a Bolt. We ordered Bolt, so I hope we will arrive in time. Okay, so this storm was definitely not a regular thing in Malta because public transport basically collapsed. At this point, our only option was Bolt, like Uber, but Bolt, you know. We actually made it to the airport on time, and I have to say it was surprisingly cheap. We paid less than 20 euros to get to the airport, which was about 20 kilometers away. We arrived to the airport successfully, so hopefully everything is on time. Jokes on me, it wasn't. Our flight was delayed for 2.5 hours, and do I even have to remind you that our feet were soaked wet? No spare sneakers, I had extra socks, and that was it. We were just suffering there. After 3 long hours, we finally got to the plane, and honestly, I don't think I've ever been that happy to see an airplane in my life. The trip was emotionally challenging from the very start. It began really stressfully. First, Christina couldn't even get to the airport in Belgrade, and then we had the similar problems in Malta, almost not even being able to leave the airport in the end. Every day came with its own difficulties, but in the end we made it. This trip came to an end in every way possible, and honestly, I learned a lot from this experience. I'm really thankful it happened, and I'll keep it as a good memory.